Thank you, Mr. Kiley. And I recognize myself for 5 minutes. I almost don't know where to begin. It was interesting, all the back and forth. And I do have to say this, and it's partially complimentary, and it's just an observation. I do have to admit my friends to the left of me, both geographically and also politically, they're good. They're really good at it. And Mr. Raskin, both of you are, but I mean all of you are actually. Mr. Raskin particularly good at conflating and blurring. He mentioned immigration. I always bring this up through other hearings as well. There is a difference between legal and illegal immigration. There's a difference. And nobody on this side has any problem with legal immigration. That's what makes America. And let's be clear about it. Illegal immigration, and in some cases where we had people on the terror watch list that were in this country and people that had were convicted or indicted of crimes, either on their country of origin or here, yeah, we're against that. Absolutely. I think we'll all say it proudly. We're against it. Also, Mr. Raskin, and I think Ms. Crockett as well, had brought up, that there's nothing illegal. I agree. The purpose of the hearing is, this wasn't talking about the legality, that we don't know of, maybe there is, but we don't know of illegal activity. But the point is, it's distasteful, it's disturbing, it's disgusting. And if the American public had to sit through this today and other hearings we've had, they would be very deeply upset at where their money is going. Mr. Raskin called this a loser hearing. You know who's losing? The taxpayers. The union members, when their money gets drained away to go for these things that the vast majority of them do not believe in. Mr. Soros is good at this, and that's why we're doing this. We didn't say we should take him to jail tomorrow, but he's good at it. He helps to establish these NGOs, these not-for-profits, and then they make sure that millions and millions of dollars flow to them from the taxpayer. It's a pretty ingenious idea. He's making money on his investment, and we think it's wrong, and we don't think it should happen. So I just wanted to clear the air on that, but these guys are good. Now, because I would, and normally, we get along, I try to, but Mr. Walter, can you explain why Soros's model is far more dangerous to public policy and democratic accountability than people realize?
Certainly. And by the way, I'm happy to give the ranking member an example of illegality. There are documents from Soros's own 501c3 nonprofits that show that money was being spent to influence elections to the European Parliament. And of course, that's a violation of 501c3 limitations on political activity. I'd be happy to provide the documents to you if you'd like.
Were they charged with that?
Excuse me?
Were they charged? Were their criminal charges brought?
Sadly, no, nor was there ever a hearing in Congress about it. But there's also the question of our next report on Ms. Soros is going to show over $80 million going to nonprofits that support terrorism. And again, that is debatably not kosher under 501c3 laws. But the way the network operates is you have, in the case of Soros, dozens, even hundreds of things. There's an Open Society Macedonia. There's an Open Society Prague, on and on. Many of these entities getting federal tax dollars as well as Mr. Soros's private monies. And as Ms. Gonzalez was explaining, they are willing to go up to and including regime change, as well as trying to change who's elected to the European Parliament.
Mr. Walter, and I assume that's why you would think this is dangerous. Am I right, Mr. Walter?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, this is a dangerous situation, and you even bring a good point. Some of it very well may be illegal, but at the very, very least, it's disturbing, distasteful, of concern, and that's why we're having the hearing. The American people, I know, and I wish millions are watching this. Quite frankly, they're not. Deserve to know about this disturbing information. That's the point of this.
One other quick thing, too, by the way,
Please quickly, because I have other questions.
Ambassador DeBacca's has been a hero in fighting human trafficking. Soros, on the other hand, is one of the greatest pushers of decriminalizing prostitution throughout the entire world, which is one of the engines of human trafficking. There's a journal article on precisely that.
Thank you, Mr. Walter. To all of you, for each of you, very briefly, is there one reform Congress should pursue to stop the hijacking of federal dollars for activism that is this extreme? Like in 10 seconds each. We'll start with you, Mr. Walter. One reform, what is it?
Forcing greater transparency on where the federal tax dollars go, including the grantees of the grantees.
I agree.
That's right. Do a thorough audit of what these programs are, who the main implementer is in each country. This is really necessary.
Thank you. Mr. O'Neill.
Stop funding groups that also lobby the federal government.
Thank you. And Ambassador DeBaca.
Restore USAID so that it can actually do these grants and protect the integrity of these grants and release the files about Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't have time, my time is up, but I would debate that with you for a long period of time, sir. With that, that concludes today's hearing.
I've got a UC.
Without objection.
Okay, IRS says churches can now endorse political candidates, and for the record, churches are 501s most of the time.
I'm not going to comment. I have feelings on that, too.
Mr. Chairman, I've got one, too, if that's all right.
Yes, ranking member.
This is Publix Heiress-backed January 6th group spent $180,000 on the rally.
Without objection. That concludes today's hearing. We thank our witnesses for appearing before this subcommittee today. We really do mean it. Time is treasure. We appreciate it. Without objection, all members will have 5 legislative days to submit additional written questions for the witnesses or additional materials for the record. Without objection, this hearing is adjourned.